Boogers, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card, and today's going to be what's happening. I like to do that at the beginning of the week, but it doesn't really matter when you're watching it. It's going to be relevant, hopefully, she says. And so 2 power, let's go. There's no fluff around, Axelle. Let's just do this. And we're going to develop and do a major arcana, as you know. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So pile number 1 was happening. 7 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Interesting. So someone who was trying to avoid very much the truth or avoid themselves altogether. And I think this card is coming a bit much at the moment, a bit too much for my liking. Anyhow, they have to compromise because the door between you two is always open. So there's an idea of number 8, infinity number, is never ending. So they're going to have to work it out and learn new skills, maybe to look at themselves truthfully, and that's the thing, you know, or truly I should say, whatever, English, Axelle, English. Anyhow, they will have to be challenged indeed, because they have to come to a point where you can trust them, because what we have here is an idea of commitment, 10 of Cups, happy ever after. So it's not like there's no due date on this one. This one has to happen. So they really have to reveal their own feeling to themselves first and then to you. It's really important. So let's have more information, but that is quite nice actually. So it could be as well a different way to earn money, and that will be very relevant to you and successful. So they could be like, yes, they were not happy to open their heart to themselves and to you as a result. And they were very protective of the heart, defensive, I would say, you know, using the mind to really justify feelings. But at the same time, they knew you were the light at the end of the tunnel. How long are they going to stay in the tunnels? That is a different story, but you know what I'm saying? There's an idea of compromising here, and with the emotion, with those 2 jars of water, balancing those emotions to make sure that we find an idea of equilibrium. Yeah, they probably missed the boat the first time around, but they cannot miss it again. And they might feel a bit down now, a bit depressed, because they have to really look at themselves with really, you know, with no excuse. So they may have been on the fence for a long time, but they have a lot of feelings, and that's what they have to understand. Maybe there was a third party, maybe they said some things very harsh because they were defensive with their heart. It's very possible. But they're coming back because they need to make amends, and also because they have to be truthful. There's no other way, okay? And then you have that commitment. So I think that's pretty clear. Let's have a major arcana for pile number 1, what's happening. Let's have a look. Let's see, what do we have here? The Lovers. So yeah, there's an idea of knowing that you belong to each other. That is not the question. How we're going to make that work is the question. That is, how long is it going to take to get to that point? But it's no doubt that you recognize each other, okay? But they have to come clean within themselves. It's not like they particularly against you. It's just like they protect their heart so much that they don't want to even say their own truth to themselves, okay? So as a result, to you. Part number 2, what's happening? Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, the Tower. Goodness me, everyone is having a bit of a moment of consciousness, I would say. Someone wants to definitely apologize, or maybe say their feelings for you, right? Maybe they've been timid and a bit, you know, like holding back for a little while, but it's time to say the truth. I think a lot of people do not want to end 2022 the same way, you know, that they started it, and they want to, you know, move forward for 2023. Indeed, there's a new beginning with a lot of passion and an idea of I want to make this work, a fire in the belly that you can't stop. They may have, you know, being shaken by meeting you, or by, you know, falling for you, and that's fair enough. When you fall in love with somebody, it's a tsunami of love. Even if it's love at first sight, it's really a shock to the system, a great shock, but still a shock. So maybe they were a little bit like this, oh my god, I don't know what's going on, and then they were taken by surprise. So now they're coming down a little bit, and they say, okay, now we can start something indeed. Yeah, you're meant to be together. It's again balancing the emotions here again, and because you protected, your connection has the backup of the universe. So what can I say? You know, you're meant to be. They might think, oh my goodness, this is out of my depth. Maybe at first, as I say, it's a bit of a shock to the system. But again, you get used to the idea, that's fine. It could be as well a lot of passion, a lot of a bit tormented, I would say, at some point. But I think it was just the beginning. I think it was just the result of that shock, initial shock. But you do the right thing. You have term and condition. If they want to come back to you, they need to know how to conduct themselves fairly. Absolutely, because you don't take any prisoners. So once you move forward, that's it. That's it. You leaving the darkness, you go towards the light. It's obvious that there's no going back. And number 6 is number of love. But it's the mind agreeing with the heart. So then you know you go in the right direction. They cannot stay watching you, wishing to be with you any longer. That has to be done. They have to have an introspection. They have to reveal their emotion. If they've been lying, they need to apologize. If they have been lying to themselves, they have to apologize as well. There's an idea of love that cannot be forgotten. It's a romantic love, 6 of Cups, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They probably misbehaved, trying to protect their heart, did some stupid things, and now they realize I can't do this anymore. Because they recognize you as the final destination. How to get there, that's what's going to have to find out. They might have to apologize, or if you have a goal, professional goal, you don't know how it's going to work out, but you know it's going to work out, and that's the main thing. George is definitely here, as you can hear. So let's have a major arcana before I lose my voice. For pile number 2, okay, so what's happening? Let's have Wild the Sun, best card of the whole deck. So, you know, your union is, or your project is protected. So you don't have anything to worry about. It's going, you know, naturally. I think you just have to trust that you know your term and condition. And as long as you're truthful with yourself, then you have nothing to be worried about. It's just a matter of hope, trust the universe, and be clear on what you want. Simple, okay? On this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.